All right, now that you guys understand a little bit more about how to set up your digital product, let's walk through with just selecting an image, which we're going to leave this image as is. Whenever you select an image, you just click choose image, and then you select from the images that you've either created or you already have on your computer. Canva is a great place to be able to go and create an image that really resonates with your audience and it aligns with your branding. So just make sure whenever you're doing this that you're thoughtful about the process and pick a picture that works the best. Now, obviously, you don't want to just have digital download. That is not going to convince anyone at all to click on your product and have them move all the way through. So you really want to be thoughtful here. Now, you only have 50 characters, so you can't just make some long drawn out title, but this needs to be an enticing title that convinces someone that it's time to click and go forward. So if you are selling something like, say, my digital product, you don't want to just say my digital product. That right there is not going to stand out. You want to do something that falls into the category of, say, how to earn $500 a week with digital products. All right. So that right there stands out. This is telling the customer, hey, this is what I am going to be teaching you how to do. You could also do how to build your business foundation for success, right? That is something else that could really stand out and make the customer say, okay, now I want to learn more. And then your subheading is where you get to drive that home. All right. Now, of course, you don't want to just write the first thing that comes to your mind. Here is my suggestion. Write out what you think you want it to say. Take it, put it into something like ChatGPT or some other type of AI writer, have it give you a couple of different suggestions back, and then go from there, right? Take some of the suggestions, put them together, let it help you be a little bit more creative here. Because whenever you put this out on the internet, the goal is that your content will drive people to your store. Your store will then have copy within it. And this is copy. This is what we call copywriting, right? That copy is going to entice people to continue to the call to action, which is download now. Which, of course, you don't want to just say download now. You can just say download now, but I like to get a little bit more creative with my call to actions and say something like get mine today or whatever. I like saying it from that person's perspective. Like, I want to get mine today. I want to get what I want today. It puts the action in their shoes so that whenever they read it, it's almost like a small psychological play on words, right? You're playing at their own ego and saying, go ahead and get this from me today. Like, go ahead. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get mine today, right? So just think about it that way, and you guys will be just fine putting this together. As far as the second subheading goes, this is where you can do a little brief explanation saying, we'll deliver it right to your inbox, or get the full roadmap delivered right to your inbox and get started building your foundation today, right? That's what you put there. Perfect. You can make it shorter, but I would not make it longer, obviously, because that's 98. To be honest with you guys, if you could shorten that to be in that 50 to, I would say, 70 characters range, you'd be even better. But just doing this off the top of my head, that's going to work for now. All right. So we're going to go ahead and hit next and go to editing our checkout page. Again, this is where you're going to put an image. This image will show up here. So just make sure whenever you're crafting your image that that image resonates with your brand and it resonates with the product that you are selling. Right now, this is where you do another heading, and this is where you get my template ebook course now. Right. So this is where you could say, let's go ahead and highlight that and go roadmap. Oop, missed a character. There we go. So get my roadmap now. All right. You want to be a little bit more creative, but again, for the sake of time and for the sake of this video, that's going to do just fine. Now, in this portion right here, you can see that they gave you an example, right? It's very short. It's very sweet. You don't want to make this 2 pages long. You want to make it something that's really easy for the person to read and simple for them to get through. So this is where you're going to have to take some time and really think through what it is that you are trying to sell. Are you trying to sell making money? Because if you're trying to sell making money, then all you want to do is I'm going to help you make money. But you want to say that in a way that emotionally appeals to your customer. Now, I would not suggest going and saying, I'm going to help you make money. Obviously, everyone is in the online space because they want help with something, some type of pain, either making additional money, getting more mental health help. Maybe it's eating better. Maybe it's exercising regularly. It doesn't really matter what it is, but we all know that people are online searching for solutions to their pains. This is why it's more important for you to focus on the benefits. You do not want to focus on, hey, this is the goal you're going to achieve. No, you want to focus on the benefits of your product, your unique value proposition that is going to help that person achieve objectives all the way to their goal. Because the truth is that nobody can achieve a goal without first achieving the objectives that get them there. Your course or your product, whatever it is that you're selling, needs to help them achieve those objectives, learn those objectives, so that they can more effectively reach the goal, right? So whenever you're writing out your copy, you want to look at it from the perspective of this roadmap will teach you the foundational skills that you need to be able to market yourself effectively and brand yourself effectively so that you can create a lasting foundation for years to come, right? Something like that. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, okay? But in this point right here, you really want to be crafty. You want to think through, you want to appeal to the emotion of the reader so that whenever they read it, they fully understand what it is they're going to get, why it is they should get it, and then of course, call them to the action of getting it. Now, let's move on to the next stage and we'll just keep going from there, okay? So once you get your copy done, you put your price in. You could do the discounted price if you want to. There is some psychological reasoning behind doing that. Then you got your bottom button. This is where you can say, get mine today. Today. Then call out button right here. Purchase now. Boom. There you go. So then that changes everything right there. Let's go ahead and change this to be, we're going to sell it for $9.97. Going big or going home, guys. And then, of course, you got your fields here. You can go ahead and turn the phone number off. You can turn the phone number on, but I do believe that is a $99 a month upgrade. Then, of course, you can add some fields here. So you can add text, you can add multiple choice, you can add a drop down, and you can add a checkbox. I would add a checkbox on pretty much every single one of my checkouts and say that it is required, and it would be, I agree to the terms and conditions. All right. Yes. Boom. And then that will give them a checkbox that they can check and say, yes, I do agree to the terms and conditions. This way you have that extra protection whenever it comes to selling things to people, because a lot of people will come back and say, well, no, you never told me that I didn't have a refund policy, or no, you never told me that I couldn't do that. No, blah, blah, blah. Nope. If you have everything written down here and even maybe include no refunds, right? And then you come down here and you have, I agree to the terms and conditions. This no refunds becomes a part of that terms and conditions. So that just makes it a lot easier on you. Okay. So then once you guys get all of this put together, of course, you want to go over into your advanced. You want to make sure that you're adding in the promo video and the customer reviews. Very simple here. You just upload whatever video it is that you're trying to upload. So you create your video, you download it, and then you upload it right here. And then customer reviews, again, very simple. You select what star rating they left you. All right, so if they left you a 4.5, you just click 4.5. You give them their name. Then you give them the review text. And then you give an image. So you could put a photo of that person if they want it. If they don't want to add their photo in, you could just put a silhouette. It really doesn't matter what you do with that. But it is suggested to use a photo of the person. So, but always ask. All right. Don't just assume that people are okay with you putting their face out there. Then you want to edit your confirmation email to be more personalized. And once you're finished with putting everything together, going through all of these, making sure that you have your promo video and your customer reviews, your confirmation email, going through, checked all of your copy, make sure that everything is exactly how you want it to be. You've added in all of this information, the price, customized your button title, and then of course down at the bottom you have your I agree terms and conditions, and then down here you upload and attach any files, right? Check your thumbnail, everything's done, boom, publish. Now you have your very first item published to your Stan Store. All right, so you can jump over here, it'll pull it up, and there's your Stan Store. Get mine today, and it takes you through the whole process. It's really, really neat. Everything that you guys are going to be learning in here is super neat, super helpful. So just keep that in mind, guys. But remember that we are going through this as an overview. It's going to work for pretty much any business that it is that you're trying to do. So just don't overthink this process and don't think, well, you didn't talk about mine specifically. Everything that we're talking about applies to every single aspect of this. All right. You just don't need to overthink it. Okay. So jump into the next video and we'll keep talking about how to use Stan Store for your business.